Welcome everybody. It's your boy ScooterRay, aka Scoot Zane, here to bring you a quick tag over SmackDown. I know it's 2 days late, but I didn't watch it till today. So yeah, SmackDown. So uh actually the funny thing is this was my first time watching SmackDown live in a few weeks, other than seeing a few promos here and there. As far as a whole show, it's been a while. And this show opened up. Roman Reigns coming out, still holding on to their Universal title, saying, he's done everything. Why even worry about Brock Lesnar anymore? He's not worrying about Brock. He's not worrying about Paul. He's looking towards the future. And he's over that. He's over all of that. Then, of course, lo and behold, you mention their name, they will come. Brock Lesnar, Paul Heyman comes out. Paul is about to do his famous intro. Brock stops him, grabs the mic, does the intro themselves. They start arguing. Brock says, "You know what? At the end of the day, Roman, title versus title, title for title, winner take all. What say you, good sir?" Yeah, I'm pretty sure he didn't say it in an old British dueling manner, but what say you, good sir? Roman was like, "Nah." Then he was like, "You know what? The problem is, though, Brockington, too busy hanging out with trash like Paul." And then it was like, Paul was like all emotional. It was like, "How could you say that to me? I was your advisor, tribal chief. I loved you." And then Brock was like, "Paul, what did you just say?" And he was like, going at Paul. Roman was like, "Hey, yo, Brockington, don't talk to Paul that way." And then next thing you know, it led to what was it? Brock saying some stuff, and then it led to Paul saying, "Brockington, don't talk to him that way." Then it led to Brock looking at Paul. Roman hits Brock with a Superman punch, lays out Brock. It was one big episode of Jerry Springerish looking type things, but you know what it really was? You what really was? Let's take a trip back to the '80s from a famous Paul McCartney. Oh Lord, say his name correctly. That man is a legend. Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson's song "The Girl Is Mine." It was literally like, "Don't waste your time. Don't waste your time." I said, "The doggone Paul is mine.
He's mine.
He's mine.
He's mine.
Don't waste your time." I said, "The doggone Paul is mine.
Not yours,
But
but mine.
Not yours,
but
mine.
oh, Paul is mine.
You need to give it up. Had about enough.
Enough.
It's not hard to see. Paul Heyman is mine. And blue, blue, blue. That was back to Brandy and Monica. See how that flowed? Synergy. Thank you, Mrs. Ladybug, for the assistance. Found it out. Bam. And boom. That's what started off SmackDown. Uh, Sami Zayn had a promo. Then it led to him walking into Johnny Knoxville. Johnny Knoxville was all like, um, "It's not hard to be in the Royal Rumble. All it is just taking somebody, dumping them over the ring, blah, 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 call it a day." Zayn was like, "You don't deserve to be in my ring, sir." Of course, he didn't say it like that. It's Sami Zayn. He don't talk that way. But this is me. This is how I'm going to do it. So Zayn had a match with Rick Boogs. Boogs beat Zayn while Zayn was over the ropes, leaning up against the ropes, yelling at Boogs and Nakamura because Zayn does have a number one contendership shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Mouthful. Knoxville snuck in the ring, dumped Zayn over the top rope. As Knoxville was leaving up the ramp, uh, Greg Hamilton, the announcer, was like, "Hey, Johnny Knoxville officially is qualified for the Royal Rumble." I mean, I said that with the Raw review that Knoxville was in it, so I guess it's just official. I guess all the waivers have been signed for Knoxville to fully be in the Royal Rumble. What else? Charlotte is in the ring. She comes out. She gives an announcement. She basically shows off the roster that's going to be in the Royal Rumble. It's the likes of Shotzi, Rhea, Nikki ASH, Carmella, Queen Zelina, Bianca, Aaliyah, some former talent, Summer Rae, Michelle McCool, legends like Lita, Mickey James, Impact Knockout Champion Mickey James. Um, who else did they say? The Bella Twins, Hall of Famers. Um, I think there was roughly like 19 or so women. Naomi, Shayna Baszler, Natalia. It was about roughly 19 women that was announced. Charlotte was like, "Hey, you, add me to that, fam. I'm gonna be in the Rumble, so that way when I win the Rumble, I can pick my own opponent at WrestleMania." So Charlotte's in the Rumble. Naomi comes out and was like, "Hey, you, hey, yo, Queenie, let me get a title shot, fam." I mean, of course, she didn't say it like that. She's like, let me get a title shot." Charlotte talking her, blah, blah, blah. Naomi was like, "Well, fine. Let me do this." Five fingers say to the face. They have a match. Of course, WWE's new thing now. If you pin and beat the champion, you get a title shot at some point. So then we roll into Charlotte versus Naomi. There was a point in the match where Charlotte was going to lose via countout. Sonya Deville, who's Naomi been feuding with for the past since like damn near since the draft. I think before the draft, they've been having this little feud. She comes out, "Oh no, you can't lose this match by count out." So boom, bail Charlotte out. Charlotte had the figure four about to turn into the eight. Naomi could have grabbed the ropes. Of course, the ref was going to count the count. "Oh no, you can't lose this match by disqualification." Blah blah blah. It ended up being Charlotte ended up beating Naomi. We get Happy Talk with Happy Corbin, um, featuring Drew McIntyre, because if you watch day one, Drew McIntyre got injured. Um, Madcap Moss came out there pretending to be Drew, did a pretty nice little decent little Scottish accent, this, that, and the third. Um, they having their little fun, blah blah blah. Then it led to the Viking Raiders come out, which was a scheduled match. Corbin and Moss versus the Viking Raiders. Madcap Moss hit his finisher, the punchline. Boom, 1, 2, 3, they win. Next up, the main event. Well, before the main event, during the show, after the Naomi and Charlotte match, Adam Pearce goes to. Actually, you know what? I can get to that in a minute. We get New Day and Usos. They both do a promo. This is the New Day's last time challenging the Usos for the titles, as long as the Usos are the champions. So we have that. Street Fight. It wasn't New Day and Usos' best match or one of their better matches, but of course, you know, New Day and Usos genuinely have magic. So, of course, if I was to rank it, it would be kind of the lower middle of their matches. But Usos now have started, so officially they started using the 3D or the Dudley Death Drop as the 1D, and they call it the one and done. So I guess it's their new finisher whenever the double loose, which is their double splashes. I guess the double loose might be their finisher, and the 1D will be a more grounded finisher to, you know, so that way they don't have to worry about keep diving off the top and, you know. So they call it the 1D, one and done. They hit it on Kof through a table. 1, 2, 3, Usos remain champ. Then we get an announcement, which I was alluding to earlier. Pierce goes to Deville and was like, "Hey, Roman needs an opponent for Royal Rumble. You know, Brockington is fighting Bobo, or Bobby Lashley. Brockington is fighting Bobo. We need an opponent for Reigns." earlier, before the street fight, Pierce was trying to talk to Reigns about it, and Reigns was like, "Fuck out my office, man." So after the match, Roman was pleased. Of course, his cousins kept the belt. Then you hear a knock at the door where it was Roman's old music that dun 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 dun. So you hear that knock at the door and that tune, and in steps the man himself, the drip father, the visionary Seth Rollins. They stare at each other. Seth does his laugh. They didn't announce it, but if you saw it on Instagram or Twitter or the website, officially Roman Reigns will fight Seth Rollins at Royal Rumble for the Universal title. That was SmackDown as a whole. Of course, it's getting to the road to WrestleMania. Technically the road doesn't start to after the Rumble, but this is kind of like, getting your things together, gassing up your car, checking your mirrors, checking your tires, you know, making sure your lights and your blinkers work, things like that. That's when, checking the gas, make sure you got gas in the car. And so you might have to go fill up. But this is what all this is doing because, like I said, after the Rumble, this is when technically the road to WrestleMania starts. But that was SmackDown as a whole. Like I said, pretty decent show. Consider this my first time watching it in a while. SmackDown goes a lot smoother and better than Raw because you still got to tack on an extra hour. And excuse me, boy, could that extra hour does make a difference. Trust. 2 hours is better than three. It's being your boy Scoot. Shout out to the boys Dizzle and Bombastic. Well, Dizzle and Bombastic. Dizzle and Jaeger. Too sweet to them. Gotta bink. Of course, like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. But of course, like I said before, the best thing you can really do is subscribe. Join us in this tag family. Let us welcome us into your homes and into your hearts. And you can be a part of the family. We can discuss wrestling together all day. This is what we do. Talk about wrestling. We discuss it. It's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Join us. Not to steal from Cultaholic, but join us. We have cookies. My guy sent a cookie. Possibly. Maybe. Yeah. I'll probably cash up you $1 to get you a cookie. But whatever. I'm your boy Scoob. Thank y'all for following us. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for tuning in. All that good stuff. I know we 9 days in, but still happy New Year's to everybody. Rest in peace, Bob Saget. Doesn't really have to do with wrestling, but rest in peace, Bob Saget. Rest in peace, Betty White. And to all those we lost. And like we always do, don't forget to tag out. Peace.